Hello ji, salaam alaikum. Good morning to all of those who are just starting off their Sunday morning, and good evening to all of them who spent the better half of Sunday today. This is parklaunch.com's, I believe, third real estate session webinar that focuses on real estate investment opportunities in Pakistan. In the last session, that was about 3 months ago, Noman Tabani and Junaid Kaleem spoke about really good statistics and data comparing Pakistani real estate investment opportunities to the global real estate industry. In today's webinar, we are joined by Mr. Fayaz Ilyas and Mr. Noman Tabani again. This time I'm moderating and Noman Bhai he'll be speaking and he'll be giving us his insights. We'll start this session with the introduction by both of these gentlemen, and then we will move on towards giving you the value that you're here to seek, especially for real estate investment opportunities here in Pakistan. We do have Mr. Fayaz Bhai here for about half an hour, so we would want to get his insights before Mr. Noman Bhai, if that's okay. So, Ji, this is the agenda. This is what we'll be doing in the webinar. Let's kick it off. I'll invite Mr. Fayaz Bhai on the stage to introduce himself shortly, and then we'll move on to Mr. Noman as well for a short introduction, and we'll move on again. Fayaz Bhai.
My name is Fayaz Ilyas. Presently, I'm serving as the chairman and a group of companies. Falakna is into this construction and real estate business for last almost 45 years. And we have done so many projects in Karachi, and we are also working in Islamabad and Pindi, doing commercial projects, commercial mall projects, and house development. We are sitting together about the opportunities in Pakistan regarding real estate. To be very honest, since the time of 2018, in the first year, the situation was not proper or good enough towards the real estate, but especially for the last 1.5 year, this real estate market is going high and touching is a higher level. And what we are our goal, and I personally feel this market will move forward like in a same way. Not only limited to the Karachi or other areas of Sindh, but it's working toward it's going high, and we're working towards the whole Pakistan. At present, the Islamabad real estate, which generate almost a 65% of the revenue for the federal government, and for the Sindh government, more than almost a 90% revenue generate Karachi economical hub, as an economical hub. So at the session, especially the real estate, what I foresee, and I'm focusing like this market, there are a lot of opportunities. Pakistan is still I believe, that the virgin country towards all these kind of real estate, the construction and the development side. There are so many opportunities in the whole region of Pakistan, where if somebody from the outside the country or our overseas Pakistani, if they want to invest in real estate, so I would suggest them they can invest in Pindi and real estate housing development projects and housing schemes, and the commercial projects like in Islamabad, and even if somebody want to invest in Karachi, so it's a big opportunity is available here. So
thank you,
and presently the government policies
Fayaz, I'm just going to interrupt you here. I'm going to ask you a lot of details because आपने हमें थोड़ा टाइम दिया है. मैंने आपसे सवाल बहुत ज्यादा करने हैं ताकि आपसे जितनी वैल्यू हो सके हम लोग सारे ले सके, including myself. I will just quickly introduce Mr. Noman. Give the podium to Mr. Noman Bhai here as well for a quick introduction. I have a quick list of questions that I actually wanted to ask both of you. So, Noman Bhai, if you don't mind, just a quick introduction of yourself, so that we can move on to the questions as well.
My name is Noman Tabani. I am a builder and developer based out of Karachi. I was the member of the CEC in Abad, but this year I am the convener of the CPEC Growth and Growth Committee, as well as co-convener of the Finance, FBR, and a couple of other committees. Just wanted to give you a small heads up about Pakistan and where we are heading as far as the real estate is concerned. After a long time, the government of Pakistan has realized that real estate and real estate development is the way to ensure that we can get sustained growth in Pakistan, as opposed to previous governments that used to try to get growth out of consumer products. And for that reason, you saw that the government has given unprecedented incentives to the real estate investor in Pakistan. Uh, a lot of people ask me what Abad is. Abad is an association of builders and developers of Pakistan, and its aim is to make sure that the builders and developers of Pakistan have a platform whereby their issues and their problems are addressed on national, local, and provincial levels. In addition, Abad is also a forum where arbitration between the allottees and the builders happen. We are a forum whereby if there are any complaints about a builder or a particular developer who's a member of Abad, we provide that platform to the allottee to come and address their grievances, whereby we are able to resolve 80 to 90% of the grievances that are put up to our forum. In addition, we also have an alternate dispute resolution mechanism for disputes amongst builders. So we can try to make sure that we don't get bogged down into courts, and and we try to provide a mechanism whereby an alternate dispute resolution system is available. So Abad has these two major uh, things. In addition, we also support the development of skilled manpower for our construction projects. If you look at the role that Abad and their builders have played in the last 30 years, we have been the incubator whereby skilled labor is graduated from our projects that go on and get work in the Middle Eastern countries and all other places where skilled labor is required in the construction sector. That include plumbers, electricians, masons, and all these other things. So that's what a brief introduction of Abad is. Fayaz Bhai is the chairman of Abad and one of our senior members. And he has taken over in September and has been doing a great job since then. If there are any other questions, I would like to answer your questions.
So there's a few groups on Facebook, and this information can be used by our viewers as well, especially overseas Pakistanis who are looking to invest in Pakistan in any city, Islamabad, Lahore, Karachi, or Sada Pind, Faisalabad. Uh,
Mhm.
so how does Abad, the Association of Builders and Developers, help them in addition to the development authorities? There's a confusion by a lot of buyers and a lot of, especially buyers who have problems or who have complaints against some developers or developments. They seek out and they reach to Abad first. And so I want the clarity. Is this a misconception that Abad works as an authority, or is it more of an association that is working as a soft side towards getting the developers, on the straight line?
Actually, we are an association, but any developer or builder that does work in the Sindh area has to be a member of Abad.
Right.
So as far as Sindh is concerned, if you are a builder or developer in Abad in Sindh, you are a member of Abad and you have to abide by our guidelines and everything. So that's the thing. We are trying to have this regulation placed in all other provinces so that 100% of the people that are involved in this business are our members and so come into our limelight. So anytime you need a builder license, you have in Sindh, you have to become a member of Abad. Until you're a member of Abad, you enjoy to have a builder license. If we Do not, if we, let's say we suspend your membership, then your builder license also gets suspended. So a prerequisite to a builder license in the Sindh region is a membership and an active standing in Abad. So anytime you want to renew your builder license, you will need a membership from Abad.
Have you suspended any license in Sindh as of
Many,
till now?
many. We have suspended over 7 licenses in the past 5 years. In addition, our dispute resolution mechanism that I was telling you about has been able to resolve 90% of the grievances that have been brought up to us. And
That's wonderful.
you will be amazed that out of that, majority of the findings are in the against the builders. So
Hmm.
if a builder has, if a grievances comes to us, it has already, it is not the 90% of the builders. It's maybe a small percentage that comes to us, and we try to resolve our issues of our allottees uh, as much as possible in favor of the allottees. A lot of times, the allottees stop making installment payments, and then they
Hmm.
come to us that, you know, the builder has cancelled my portion or something like that. And what we advise to them is, and we call the builder and we try to resolve the issue so that a win-win situation can be created. So we have been able to resolve a lot of issues in the Sindh area mainly. um, I would suggest that if anyone is interested, because of the unprecedented incentives that the government has given us, and you have to understand that if you keep a property, a built-up property in Pakistan for 4 years, there is no capital gains after that. So, like if you buy a property and you sell it after 4 years, there is zero capital gains. That is by itself a very big incentive to invest in Pakistan,
ये
because
Numan bhai, I'm going to cut you out here because ये जो आपने बात की है ना, the tax implications, ये this is a whole chapter that I want to involve you both on. I wanted to get done with Abad pehle, and I kind of
okay,
wanted an input by Fayaz bhai as well.
sure.
Fayaz bhai, मतलब mashallah, you're now the chairman for this year. इससे पहले you've been the vice chairman of Abad. So what is the mandate? And we also had we had a comment in our section as well. What do you feel, Abhi? I think they've rolled out the Real Estate Regulatory Authority Act in Islamabad pehle. Maybe they're testing it out. Execute हो गया, implement हो गया. Insights क्या है आपके इसके बारे में?
हाँ, ऐसा है
जी,
जैसे कि आपने जैसे बताया, इस्लामाबाद में ऑलरेडी रेरा की जो है इम्प्लीमेंटेशन हो चुकी है, और इन कमिंग कुछ अरसे में जो है आपका रेरा जो है कम्प्लीटली एप्लीकेबल जो है पूरे पाकिस्तान में होना है। और रीजन भी एक यूनिफॉर्म पॉलिसी के तहत तमाम चीजें काम हो पूरे पाकिस्तान में। एट प्रेजेंट पीपल और बिल्डर्स दे आर वर्किंग, देयर आर डिफरेंट पॉलिसीज एंड डिफरेंट रूल्स एंड बायलॉज इन towards a real estate in Sindh and Punjab and other regions. So they want to develop a one uniform, rules and bylaws towards a real estate. For the reason they are just going, they want to apply this RERA law, and sooner we are will get all these in the whole Pakistan. So this is not only for the particular for in favor of real estate builders and developers. This will also work for the general public to secure their investments and finance in Pakistan. So these are the reasons कि हम आबाद की भी इसमें एक पॉलिसीज थी। आबाद वांटेड कि जो एक यूनिफॉर्म जो है पॉलिसी के तहत सारे पूरे पाकिस्तान में काम होना चाहिए, और खास तौर पे हमारे फॉरेन जो ओवरसीज पाकिस्तानी जो हैं उनकी एक बहुत बड़ी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स होती है इस रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर में, उसको सिक्योर होना चाहिए। उसके लिए इसके लिए बाकायदा इसमें रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस इसमें बनाए गए हैं, उनको सिक्योर किया गया है। और टाइमली जैसे अगर एक प्रोसीजर है कि कोई कंप्लेन्स है, या आबाद का जैसे भी नौमान भी आपको बता रहे थे, किसी किस्म की कोई कंप्लेन्स वगैरह आती है या कोई खास तौर पे ओवरसीज के लिए एक सेपरेट एक विंडो मौजूद है इसमें। और जनरली जितनी जो हमारी लोकली जो हमारी जो बायर्स हैं, इन्वेस्टर्स हैं, उनकी कोई प्रॉब्लम्स होती है तो आबाद पे एक डेस्क बना हुआ है, कंप्लेन एंड आर्बिट्रेशन सब कमेटी। मतलब that this subcommittee can work for the whole Pakistan। जहां से हमें complaints मिलती हैं हम उनको resolve करते हैं, and mostly वो in favor, जैसे basically we work on merit, but mostly जो वो decisions जो होते हैं वो client की favor के लिए होते हैं और client की favor में ही होते हैं। तो these are the reason कि आबाद जो है अपने बिल्डर्स के साथ साथ जनरल पब्लिक को भी जो है उनके भी इंटरेस्ट को भी सेफ गार्ड करती है.
Wonderful. And this is good. Overseas Pakistanis जो अक्सर वो यही सोच रहे होते हैं कि जी हमारी where is our safety, where is our precautionary methods being taken, not just by the developers but by the government and of course the association that is responsible for making sure that the standards are made and maintained for all real estate developers across the board. So RERA is obviously a good first step by the government, and I'm sure Abad will play its role in implementing it as well. Numan Bhai mentioned a very wonderful thing, and this is the most important value bit that all our overseas Pakistanis must know about is the difference and the changes in the taxation structure, especially particularly on real estate investments. जितनी चेंजेस आ गई है आई एम सरप्राइज कि अभी तक हमारे ओवरसीज पाकिस्तानी भाई बहन सारे जो इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं वो क्यों नहीं पाकिस्तान में इन्वेस्ट कर रहे. फाइनेंस एक्ट 2020 के बाद जो चेंजेस हुई हैं, फयाज भाई, नुमान भाई, whoever wants to suggest, सारे टैक्स इम्प्लीकेशंस हमारे क्या क्या हैं, क्या क्या चेंजेस हुए हैं और क्या बेनिफिट है हमारे ओवरसीज पाकिस्तानीज को पाकिस्तानी रियल एस्टेट में इन्वेस्ट करने से.
Basically, after the Finance Act 2020, there have been a lot of changes in the way we tax real estate in Pakistan. पहली चीज तो ये है कि अभी रजिस्ट्री पे पहले कॉस्ट आती थी 10% ऑफ द वैल्यू दैट वाज बीइंग डिक्लेयर्ड, जिसकी वजह से अंडर डिक्लेरेशन होती थी, जिसकी वजह से हमारे जो आउट स्टेशन पाकिस्तानी थे वो कहते थे यार ये क्या चक्कर है कि अगर मैं कोई प्रॉपर्टी 2 करोड़ की खरीद रहा हूँ तो आप 20 लाख या 25 लाख में उसकी रजिस्ट्री क्यों कर रहे हैं. एंड सो दे वर नॉट कंफर्टेबल विद दैट बिकॉज उनका सारा का सारा पैसा वो वहां से रिमिट करते थे विच वाज वाइट मनी, और यहाँ आके वो एक क्वागमायर में फंस जाते थे. तो गवर्नमेंट ने बहुत अच्छा स्टेप लिया कि दे हैव रिड्यूस द कॉस्ट ऑफ ट्रांजैक्शन टू 2%. एंड 2% में 1% प्रोविंशियल टैक्सेस है और 1% जो है ना वो फेडरल टैक्सेस है. इसका हमको बेनिफिट ये हुआ है कि नाउ everyone that is selling a property is willing to declare the whole value of the property, which is the FBR value, on the sale deed. इसकी वजह से जो बहुत सारे issues आते थे जो लोगों को समझ नहीं आती थी वो एक anomaly जो है वो खत्म हो गई है पाकिस्तान में. सेकेंडली जो इशू इन्होंने किया है वो ये है कि पाकिस्तान में बहुत मतलब हमारी जो पहले रियल एस्टेट थी वो एक नॉर्मल टैक्सेशन रिजीम में आती थी. अब उन्होंने उसको सेपरेट कर दिया है और कहा है कि अगर आप कोई ओपन लैंड 8 साल तक उसकी कैरी करते हैं तो यू विल नॉट पे एनी कैपिटल गेन्स टैक्स आफ्टर 8 years. और उसका भी एक स्लैब बना दिया है कि 15% कैपिटल गेन्स टैक्स है, लेकिन उसका भी स्लैब्स हैं कि यू आर गोइंग टू गेट, यू विल हैव टू पे, पहले साल यू हैव टू पे 100% टैक्स ऑन ऑफ द 15%. सेकेंड ईयर के बाद इट इज अबाउट 75%. सो एंड देन इट गोज डाउन एज द ईयर्स गो बाय. लेकिन जो बिल्टअप प्रॉपर्टी है उस पे कैपिटल गेन्स 4 साल बाद बिल्कुल जीरो हो जाता है, व्हिच मींस दैट इफ यू बाय अ प्रॉपर्टी फॉर लेट्स से 10 million and you sell it after 4 years or 4.5 years for 20 or 25 million, there is absolutely no tax. And because of the favorable cost of transfer, you will be able to gain 100% of your capital back. Now, if you invest through the Roshan digital account, there is no limit for you to remit that money back to your home country also. सो जो साकरा का जो पहले अकाउंट था जो सिर्फ बड़े फॉरेन डायरेक्ट इन्वेस्टर्स को मिला हुआ था, अब वो एक छोटे पाकिस्तानी इन्वेस्टर को जो उसके पास 10 लाख 20 लाख 2 लाख जितना भी वो इन्वेस्ट करना चाहता है, फॉरेन इन्वेस्टर हमारा फॉरेन पाकिस्तानी, वो जो है ना रोशन पाकिस्तान अकाउंट से अपने पैसे रिमिट करे, बाइज अ प्रॉपर्टी, once he is ready to sell it, he sells the property, pays capital gains if it's below 4 years. If it's after 4 years, pay absolutely no taxes and can remit the money directly from his bank account to his home country without any questions asked. He has been given blanket immunity from questions being asked for any investments made through the Roshan digital account. It is, they'll know exactly where the money is coming from. It will be in your name. The property that you acquire will be in your name. Everything will be up and up. And so you will have the benefit and security that everything is being registered and there is no hanky panking going on. So that is a really good initiative by the government of Pakistan as well as the State Bank to make it easier for foreign Pakistanis, non-resident Pakistanis, and Pakistan origin people from all over the world to invest safely and rest assured that their money, whenever they want it back, can be easily remitted back to their home countries.
फयाज भाई आपके क्या insights है? Is this good for overseas Pakistanis? Is this independent benefit for overseas Pakistanis? मतलब RDA भी आ गया, taxation भी change हो गई, infrastructure change हो गया, हम उनको invite कर रहे हैं now, और हम उनको exclusive किस्म की tax benefits भी दे रहे हैं कि आप इधर आके investment करें, अपने घर में करें.
In last 2.5 years, जो major changes जो है at present जो और अगर if we go in the past, तो in last 70 years जो policies थी जो हमारे पास हम the hurdles we were facing, there was like bureaucracy issues, policy issues, bylaws matters, and the major part was towards the financial monitoring issues, financial matters. In last 2.5 years, the first 1.5 year was towards like to policy making and change of policies and uh, updating of bylaws in all over Pakistan. अगर आप देखते हैं इन स्पेशली फॉर लो कॉस्ट हाउसिंग नया पाकिस्तान अंडर द नेपडा नया पाकिस्तान हाउसिंग डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी they just from direct from the Islamabad, the Prime Minister House and the government, they instruct to State Bank of Pakistan to reserve the 5% of their reserve fund to the all commercial banks. Like they have like 8 trillion of rupees. उनका एक पूरा जो उनकी ट्रेजरी उसका 5% पोर्टफोलियो का जो है वो उनको रिजर्व करना था, विच कम 378 बिलियन रुपीस. But it never happened in last 70 years in Pakistan कि कभी फाइनेंशियल साइड पे अगर बैंकिंग सेक्टर पे हम जाते हैं, प्राइवेट बैंक्स हैं, फाइनेंशियल इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं, उनका रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर की तरफ इन्वेस्टमेंट्स का कभी भी इतना माइंडसेट नहीं था. बट दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम कि अब एट प्रेजेंट यू बिलीव इट और नॉट द मेजर चेंजेस कि बैंक्स दे आर आफ्टर अस, दे वांट अस टू जस्ट टेक लोन, आप पैसे ले लें हमसे जितने पैसे चाहिए. दीज आर द मेजर चेंजेस. मतलब every coming day I receive call from the bank officials okay, just we want to have a meeting with the Abad people and like we want to offer your members कि भाई just they just take money out of bank, वो उसमें investments जो है real estate के लिए आप पैसे ले लें हमसे if you need. Never happened in Pakistan before. ये एक major changes हैं. And once towards अगर if you see towards all development authorities, CDA and in like कभी ऐसी ये working पहले नहीं थी. The way these development authorities are working now, जो देखिए सबसे बड़ा hurdles वो हमें face करना पड़ता था regarding approvals. Since the day we submit application for the project approval, either for the commercial housing, residential building, commercial building, or for the housing or land development projects, तो वो हमारे एक बिजनेस प्लान में होते थे विद इन फर्स्ट 3 months to 6 months we'll get all approvals and then the builder or developer can launch the project. बट वो पास पॉलिसीज में जो था उसमें 1 साल 2 साल का वो टाइम पीरियड था कि जिसमें हमारा वेस्ट होता था उसमें अप्रूवल्स में. बट नाउ द गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड and advise and instruct all these development authorities to finalize these approval regime within the 45 days. मतलब within 45 days में आपको ये approvals मिलनी है. वो किसी in all just like पंजाब region है, KP region है, even Sindh. And जो सारा काम होगा वो under the portal, through portal होगा. But it's the main purpose of for the implementation of one window cell or a portal was a reason to minimize the human to human interaction. कि आपका मिनिमाइज हो जाए ताकि जो आपका करप्शन का जो एलिमेंट है उसको मिनिमाइज कर दिया जाए. जब और हर चीज थ्रू सिस्टम और थ्रू पोर्टल की जा सकती है. इफ यू आर इवन in US or UK, anywhere in the world, so you can you can have access like on this portal and you can check and update, check your status if you are working in Pakistan and if you're out of Pakistan. और आप उस वक्त अपना चेक कर सकते हैं कि आपकी अप्रूवल रिजीम्स के तहत आपके अप्रूवल प्रोसीजर किस किस स्टेप पे जा रहा है. And these development authorities are मतलब finally they instructed like 45 days में आपको ये अप्रूवल देना है. These are रीजन के फॉर द ईज ऑफ फाइनेंशियल जो इंस्टीट्यूट्स हैं उनको आपने इनलाइन कर दिया तमाम चीजों के साथ ताकि ये आसानी हो. And we are really thankful to Prime Minister. Without, I don't have any political affiliation with any party, but we are thankful to the Prime Minister. Reason being, the way he is focused towards this construction industry. कि अगर if this construction industry work, rest of the other industries they are connected with more than 70 industries are affiliated with directly or indirectly. They will work. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा जो है रियल एस्टेट जो है मेजर चेंज आने जो हो रहा मतलब आ चुका है. और अगले आने वाले में व्हाट आई फील कि द 2021 विल बी द रेवोल्यूशनरी चेंज होगा कंस्ट्रक्शन इंडस्ट्री में. और इंशाल्लाह ये पाकिस्तान के लिए बहुत अच्छा साल साबित होगा ये.
इंशाल्लाह जी. It's good. ये आपकी सारी बातों से तो we can figure out कि the developers are now being regulated properly. Development authorities अब ज्यादा strict check और control रख रही हैं. Hopefully balance भी हो बाद में. लेकिन अभी भी जो ये एक perception है हमारे overseas पाकिस्तानियों में, एक हमारे ये comments में भी आया हुआ है. यासिर भाई ने सवाल किया था. He said there is still a huge risk when investing in Pakistan. The builders are not kosher. The investment is not guaranteed or underwritten by government. जैसे it is done in the UK. Government वो कहते हैं कि जी they need the tax, but what assistance and security can it provide?
Acha, let me jump into this. I was reading the comments section also, so I was going through that. देखिए जो एक होता है ऑर्गेनाइज सेक्टर में जो बिल्डर एंड डेवलपर काम करता है, जो आबाद का मेंबर होता है. जब हम कोई प्रोजेक्ट अनाउंस करते हैं, जो आबाद का बिल्डर अगर कोई प्रोजेक्ट अनाउंस करता है तो ही हैज टू गो थ्रू almost 27 NOCs, जिसमें एनवायरमेंटल की NOC, यूटिलिटीज की NOC फ्रॉम द रेवेन्यू अथॉरिटीज, सारे के सारी NOCs वो लेके 27 से 28 NOCs लेके वो एक प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च करता है जिसको उसको NOC फॉर सेल मिलती है. तो फॉर दैट रीजन ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि प्रोजेक्ट कोई अनाउंस हो जाए और बिल्डर जो है वो NOC फॉर सेल भी ले ले, हर चीज ले ले और उसका कोई चेक्स एंड बैलेंसेस ना हो. अनफॉर्चुनेटली पाकिस्तान के अंदर ऐसे कुछ इश्यूज हुए हैं जिसमें जो है ना वो someone has fallen through the cracks और कुछ हो गए ऐसे इश्यूज के जिसमें लैंड टाइटल was not clear but the project was still approved. Those things are rare, but if you go in the back of it, वो कहीं ना कहीं जो गवर्नमेंट एंटिटी थी जिस that was responsible for providing that NOC, वहां पे उनका कोई लैप्स होगा जिसकी वजह से that thing fell through. But as far as a regular builder is concerned, one of our members is concerned, they have to go through 27 phases of scrutiny at different level, at federal, local and provincial level to start a project. अब फजाया हाउसिंग के ऊपर जो ना वो बात की गई, तो फजाया हाउसिंग जो थी वो एक गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान का मातहत इदारा था जिसने एक प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च किया था. वो they were not regulated, they were not part of Abad, they were not part of anything, they were not even regulated by any of the board, cantonment boards or the SBCA. वो एक अलग इदारा था जिसने ये प्रोजेक्ट किया and they ran into controversy. So I won't comment on it, but it was never part of the Abad family that वो होगा. दूसरी चीज गवर्नमेंट ऑफ पाकिस्तान की गारंटी, तो आई डोंट थिंक दैट प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइज में आपको कोई गारंटी एज सच मिल सकती है बाय दिस गवर्नमेंट. बट अगेन व्हेन वी टॉक विद द प्राइम मिनिस्टर इन द फ्यूचर वी विल आस्क देम कि अगर कोई इस तरह की कोई गारंटी सिस्टम को आ जाए, बट दैट्स अ गुड आइडिया. वी कैन प्रॉब्ली टॉक टू द प्राइम मिनिस्टर about it, but I don't know whether any such guarantee, मतलब there are no other sectors that जिसपे गवर्नमेंट ने कोई गारंटी की हो एक्सेप्ट फॉर द IPPs. पाकिस्तान में किसी को भी उसमें भी क्योंकि गवर्नमेंट इज अ नेट बायर ऑफ द पावर बीइंग जनरेटेड बाय देम, आई हैव नॉट सीन एनी गारंटीज गिवन टू प्राइवेट एंटरप्राइजेस बाय द गवर्नमेंट. But I will definitely we will bring that up when we meet with the Prime Minister at our next conclave.
अच्छा नोमान भाई, sorry, I will ask you something else. ये RERA Act के अंदर उन्होंने they've promised and I mean obviously the government has said that they will develop a portal जिसके ऊपर सारे developers will be listed, their developments will be listed, उस पे approvals जो हुए हैं वो भी listed होंगी. जो रियल्टर उसको बेच रहा है वो भी लिस्टेड होगा और अप्रूव्ड होगा हमारी गवर्नमेंट अथॉरिटी के साथ. Even though RERA has been passed in Islamabad officially, is this portal launched? Is it announced? Is it open for the public and overseas Pakistanis to access?
Not yet. Actually, उसमें जो ना वो अभी they are still framing the rules on. Even though the act has been passed, the rules have not been framed. So rules are being framed, but I am not aware of that. I will let Fayaz bhai answer that question because he is more coordinating with them. Fayaz bhai?
जैसे नोमान ने आपको जैसे बताया कि अभी तक पोर्टल का अभी डायरेक्ट एक्सेस तो नहीं है जनरली, बट दे आर वर्किंग ऑन इट. सूनर विल फर्दर डिस्कस कि इसमें कोई जनरल पब्लिक को भी इसमें एक्सेस जो है मिल जाए इसमें. बट द रेस्ट ऑफ द अथॉरिटीज नाउ यू कैन एक्सेस टू कि जितना भी इस वक्त आप अप्रूवल्स हैं, जस्ट लाइक आरडीए हो गया, एलडीए हो गया, यू कैन एक्सेस ऑन देयर वेबसाइट and you can check the projects they are giving approvals, and उसको सारा जो है वेबसाइट पे वो अपना अपलोड कर रहे हैं और they are uploading on their website, and you can go and check the projects they are giving approvals. So all these rest of the regulatory authorities, just like Rawalpindi Development Authority and CDA and Sindh Building Control Authority, in in a very coming short time, they will upload all these projects already they approved earlier and before, and in coming time period, whatever the project they will give any approvals, they'll upload on their website. So the individual person anywhere from Pakistan or out of Pakistan, they can access and check the approval regarding the approval of projects, what kind of approval they have got, the developer or builder they have got, and what exactly they are offering and they are selling. So this is the one major changes, like कि जो आपके पास पहले कोई एक्सेस नहीं होता था, तो आपको एक तो कंफर्मेशन वहां से मिल जाए कि किस तरह से सिक्योर है, who is a legitimate and a legal builder and developer working in Pakistan and who is illegal. So you can differentiate at first. Secondly, जैसे आप बता रहे थे कि अभी भी बहुत बड़ा रिस्क फैक्टर है. देखिए पाकिस्तान में रियल एस्टेट सेक्टर और हमारी जो द काइंड ऑफ जितना हमारा एक पॉपुलेशन है और जितने इन पास्ट इयर्स में जो पॉलिसीज पे जो काम होता रहा है, उसमें उस तरह से काम नहीं हुआ है. नाउ वी आर इनटू द फेज ऑफ के न्यू पॉलिसी मेकिंग्स हो रही हैं, जहां पे जो बहुत सारी हाउसिंग स्कीम्स और इस तरह से कमिटमेंट्स हुए थे वो फुलफिल नहीं हो सके हैं. बट दैट इज द वन मेजर रीजन. आबाद वांटेड के प्राइम मिनिस्टर को भी हमने रिक्वेस्ट किया कि जिस तरह से सिंध में एक जो भी अगर कोई बिल्डर लाइसेंस लेना चाहता है फ्रॉम द सिंध बिल्डिंग कंट्रोल अथॉरिटी से, तो दिस इज द मैंडेटरी, he will have to get a Abad membership first and then he can get a builder license from the regulator. So same thing we wanted and we requested to Prime Minister to apply in the whole Pakistan कि जहां पे जो प्रोजेक्ट्स अप्रूवल अथॉरिटी है उनके लिए मैंडेटरी होना चाहिए कि वो आबाद की मेंबरशिप पहले ली जाए, ताकि इसमें दो बेनिफिट्स हैं. एक तो ये कि हमारा जितना डाटा है कलेक्टिवली आबाद को भी हमें पूरा तमाम पूरे प्रोविंसेस से और जो सिटीज मेजर सिटीज हैं वहां से हमें गैदर हो जाएगा. सेकेंडली ये होगा कि पूरी तमाम चीजें जो है वो रेगुलेट हो जाएंगी और इलीगल प्रोजेक्ट्स जो है उस पर काम होगा. और इफ समबडी इज वर्किंग इरेगुलर और इलीगल, तो उनके भी वो भी आइडेंटिफाई हो जाएंगे इसमें. तो द गवर्नमेंट इज मेकिंग एंड फॉर द बेस्ट सेफगार्ड फॉर द इन्वेस्टर्स विद इन पाकिस्तान एंड आउट ऑफ पाकिस्तान कि नई अच्छी बेहतर पॉलिसीज बनाई जाएं, रूल्स बनाए जाएं और रिस्क फैक्टर है इसको मिनिमाइज किया जाए. देयर वाज वन ऑप्शन इन आवर माइंड. लास्टली वी वर हमने इसको डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि जितने हमारे जो अलॉटीज होते हैं इनको इंश्योर किया जाए, इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी इनके ली जाए फ्रॉम द ट्रिपल ए कंपनी, कि जो ये इन्वेस्टमेंट्स होती है इन केस ऑफ एनी इंसिडेंट, कोई एक्सीडेंट हो जाता है, इन केस ऑफ एनी गॉड फॉरबिड डेथ की सूरत में, या इन केस ऑफ कि कोई आप जैसे कहते हैं कि कोई प्रोजेक्ट में आपने बुकिंग कराई, वहां इन्वेस्टमेंट किया इन ऑल ओवर पाकिस्तान, और फॉर सम रीजन द बिल्डर्स एंड डेवलपर्स ही इज नॉट हैंडिंग ओवर यू और ही इज रन अवे समवेयर, और अगर इन केस ऑफ वो लीगल तरीके से भी, तो उसको इंश्योरेंस कंपनी जो है वो उसको इंश्योर करेगी कि उनको डिलीवर किया जाए उस पे. उनको उसका मनी बैक गारंटी का एक फॉर्मूला है, उसकी एप्लीकेशन but it's in process. It's not finalized yet, so I cannot give you the complete whole detail about this. Whenever we'll finalize this matter, to and maybe in the next session we can communicate to everyone.
Wonderful. ये जो grievances होते हैं, obviously अभी हम उस development phase में हैं. We're still, our courts are still going along with the regulations, and they're developing as well. Most of our real estate cases get stuck in litigation for long periods of time. This is one of the biggest problem for overseas Pakistanis, or a barrier that prevents them from making good investments in projects back at home. Numan Bhai mentioned this earlier, that Abad does help them out, especially in Sindh. Is this also true for all other provinces as well, including Islamabad and Punjab and KPK? Yeah, is this more towards the Sindh side and the projects in Sindh?
As Abad is like Association of Builders and Developers of Pakistan, so this is not a particular for the Sindh, but we have members in even in Lahore, Islamabad, and Rawalpindi, and Peshawar, and Faisalabad. So the Abad is always open for everyone. Is open for everyone. Or if we get any complaint from builders or from any individual allottee, so we on the higher side we resolve these issues on earlier basis. कि वो जल्द से जल्द उनको issues उनके है resolve किया जाए, or through arbitration and complaint subcommittee. We have a proper formation of committee in Abad.
Wonderful. Numan Bhai, in your last webinar, you elaborated along with Junaid Bhai, Junaid Kaleem. Both of you gave a very, very, very insightful presentation on what are the areas for overseas Pakistanis to look at when considering investment in real estate, especially multi-story, residential, commercial, plots. वो आपने काफी अच्छी डिटेल में दिया था. Now, I wanted to focus the conversation on cities. Pakistan में इस वक्त there's extraordinary public sector developments and focus happening in various cities, such as the special economic zones, CPEC, and जिस तरह वो large scale Lahore में River Ravi urban front project. इस तरह की जो large scale developments हैं, do you think that also kinds of creates pocket opportunities in those cities for other real estate investments?
Actually, Pakistan mein real estate, I have never seen that much optimism in real estate that I have seen in the last 1 year. Even though we were battling COVID and everything, I am seeing a lot new avenues for growth in the real estate sector. Ravi Urban Development is a good example. Rakashai Economic Zone is another good example. Dhaviji Economic Zone is another example. And lately, what I have been seeing in Pakistan has been that there is a sudden interest in industrial investments, and a lot of industries are being developed in the outskirts of the cities, in the peripheries of the cities. And as soon as these industries start creeping up, there will be that will initiate demand for low cost housing all over Pakistan. And with the Prime Minister's package for low cost housing coming in Pakistan, whereby very good financial models are available for people to acquire homes, I believe that we're going to see a lot more activity in the low cost and the low and middle income groups, where the housing was unaffordable for them. And once we bring them into the picture, you're going to see a lot more growth in number of houses we develop in the private sector in Pakistan. So yes, answering your question, yes, we are going to see a lot more pockets of development in Pakistan, especially in the low cost and the low and the medium sector, whereby you're going to see a lot of teen marla, 3 marlas, 4 marla houses being built, and using the track home concept in the US, which fueled growth in the Great Depression. I believe that once we go into this tract home development of 3 marlas and 4 marlas, we're going to see a lot of individual housing units come up in Pakistan.
Marlas, for some of our viewers who might not know about this terminology, especially overseas investors, uh, but a marla is a land revenue record terminology that is used here to calculate about 272 square foot per marla. But there is also a difference between some societies, private sector societies, and cities as well, where one marla is not 272, it's actually 225. Correct me if I'm wrong, Numan bhai.
Actually, let me just be, we're going to see a lot more housing development happen between 700 to 1,000 square feet homes. We're going to see how homes come up that have 700 square feet to 1,000 square feet, and the expected prices are going to be somewhere between 2 and 3 million for these houses and flats. And that's going to be the avenue where you're going to see a lot more development happen in the next 3 years.
Fayaz bhai, what cities do you see, being the chairman of Abad as well and overseeing all of these developers? You have the insights to know what developer is doing in what city, which city. Um, what cities do you see giving the most opportunities in terms of projects, both residential and commercial, for overseas Pakistanis?
Okay, as a at first, just like a Karachi is a economical hub of Pakistan and generate major revenue to involve economy for the economy of Pakistan. So accordingly, Karachi is always a good opportunity for investment in real estate, either within Pakistan or for the overseas Pakistani. And on the other side, like Punjab, we see that Rawalpindi is the place and the city is coming up towards the real estate very fast. Like now, अगर हम ओवरऑल देखते हैं रियल एस्टेट में, तो जो अपकमिंग मार्केट इन पंजाब सेक्टर में हमें पंजाब रीजन में नजर आ रही है इज रावलपिंडी, जो बड़े शहर है और जहां अभी जो रियल एस्टेट की जो ग्रोथ हो रही है इज गोइंग ऑन वेरी हायर साइड, बड़ी तेजी से जो है उसमें हो रहा है इजाफा। इसका एक मेजर रीजन ये है कि वहाँ जो भी हाउसिंग स्कीम्स हैं या वर्टिकल डेवलपमेंट्स है इधर टुवर्ड्स कमर्शियल साइड और रेजिडेंशियल साइड, एक बहुत बड़ा इन्वेस्टमेंट्स का जो आउट पॉकेट्स जो है वो वहां से एक बहुत बड़ी इन्वेस्टमेंट्स है। जस्ट लाइक आपका केपी से जो पेशावर से या केपी से इन्वेस्टमेंट्स जो है वो बहुत ज्यादा पिंडी में की जा रही हैं, और वहाँ इस वक्त जो हाउसिंग स्कीम्स डेवलप की जा रही हैं, दी स्कीम्स आर लाइक स्टेट ऑफ द आर्ट, मतलब वो स्कीम्स हैं और अच्छे इसके स्केल पे उस पर काम भी किया जा रहा है। एंड ऑन द अदर साइड सीडीए हम देखते हैं कि इस्लामाबाद, तो इस्लामाबाद में भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, बट इस्लामाबाद में मोस्टली अपॉर्चुनिटी इस वक्त वर्टिकल साइड जो है बिल्डिंग उसमें ज्यादा अपॉर्चुनिटीज नजर आती हैं। अर्लियर हम देखते थे जो मेजर सिटीज हैं जैसे लाइक लाहौर, कराची, इस्लामाबाद, पिंडी, उन्हीं में ज्यादा ये काम होता था। बट जैसे कि आप यू बिलोंग्स टू फैसलाबाद, इन लास्ट वी वर हैविंग मीटिंग्स विद प्राइम मिनिस्टर एंड जहाँ से फैसलाबाद डेवलपमेंट अथॉरिटी एंड जो कंसर्न जो ब्यूरोक्रेट्स हैं वो भी उस मीटिंग में शामिल होते हैं। तो फैसलाबाद में भी कभी इस किस्म की हाई एंड डेवलपमेंट या हाउसिंग स्कीम्स पे इस तरह से पहले काम नहीं हुआ जो इस वक्त काम किया जा रहा है इसमें। और वहां पे भी स्कीम्स लॉन्च हो रही हैं। जितने बड़े शहर हैं पाकिस्तान में इस वक्त इंक्लूडिंग फैसलाबाद एंड आपका जैसे वंस यू गो आउट ऑफ लाहौर, तो जैसे आप गुजरावाला एंड गुजरात, दीज आर द सिटीज, लाइक वहां पे भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज हैं। इफ समबडी बिलोंग्स टू दीज सिटीज तो वहां पे भी अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिल रही हैं। बट द पीपल मोस्टली लाइक लिव इन ओवरसीज पाकिस्तानी, तो उनके लिए मैं समझता हूँ कि मेजर सिटीज में आपका कराची है और रावलपिंडी है एंड इस्लामाबाद and including Faisalabad, these are the best opportunities to invest in real estate sector. Either if somebody want to invest as an individual to buy apartment or a plot or house or anything, or a plot, open plot for any area of like from 3 marla to 2 canal to 4 canals, and if somebody want to invest and to want to come as an investor for the in project partnership, like there are again there are big opportunities available. If somebody have like a good position, financial position
ये
in
आपने
outside the country.
सॉरी ये आपने फयाज भाई ये बात छेड़ी आपने, बल्कि there's a attendant here who asked this question from you and I would want you to answer this as well. ये अभी आपकी इसी बात से उस्मान यूसुफ पूछ रहे थे, आपने मेंशन किया था कि बैंक्स बहुत ईगर हैं डेवलपर्स को लोन देने में, they are calling all developers and they're telling them कि please give us some inputs where we can offer them loans. वो ये पूछते हैं कि what opportunities are available for overseas Pakistanis who want to come in as builders locally, and especially in terms of bank financing where they might not have their own local significant collateral to provide, and also as far as approvals from, for example, CDA are concerned, is it possible to do it without talukat or insider help for an overseas Pakistani? ये सवाल आपसे था स्पेशली भैया।
The opportunities are always available, was always available, and still there are so many opportunities available, but depend upon with whom you want to work exactly. Like if you take a few names, like in Karachi, there are few major brands, they are working in Karachi, and they are also working in other regions of Karachi. Like, and similarly, like there are few developers, they are working, but how you can handshake with these builders and developers as a project partners or as a company partner? For this, definitely you'll have to come up to decide with someone ke bhai unka aapko profile check karna hai. Just go to the profile and just check it out ke jo builders developers, if they are working in Pakistan, if you want to handshake with them and go for the joint venture in single project, or as if you want to form companies with them, so there is opportunities available, builders are available. And as far as the banking sector hai, banking sector, they are very aggressive, seriously very aggressive. It's not an issue to get investment from the loan. 2-3 billion is not a big deal now. Like if you want an investment to raise your construction in projects, so they are ready on your doorstep, and within a week they want to finalize this, to conclude this deal, to make it finalized कि आपको जल्द से this is the one reason कि हमारे builders and जो especially buildings, vertical buildings में जो काम होता था, उसमें एक financial एक factor होता था कि उनकी जो investments हैं या वहाँ पे financial जो issues आते थे, उसके लिए now the bank is available from the day one. So जो construction plan आपके जो 4 years में आप plan करते थे, now you can plan half of the time. You can complete your building within 2 years with all required and available technologies in Pakistan. So people, they are targeting to construct their project within 2 years instead of 4 years. So banking sector is there. There's a regulations also available. Builders and developers, they are available in major cities. जहाँ अगर overseas Pakistani अपने they want to invest as a consortium, as a big amount for as a builder and developer to become a partner of any builder. So we can suggest a few names to them, and maybe they can have a due diligence with them. And once they feel once they feel and finalize these people, they can work with them and want to work with them. So we can get further details, उनकी और मजीद डिटेल्स भी दी जा सकती हैं, और उनको सजेस्ट भी किया जा सकता है कि किन किन लोगों के साथ वो काम कर सकते हैं.
Wonderful. Numan bhai, due diligence, अगर हम आप कोई 2 से 3 पॉइंट मेजर वाले रेकमेंड करें हमारे ओवरसीज पाकिस्तानी को कि वो कुछ भी कंसिडर कर रहे हो, कहाँ भी कर रहे हो, whether it is Pakistan, whether it is Islamabad, Lahore, Karachi, Faisalabad, Peshawar, any city, what are the 3 major due diligence factors you would suggest to our overseas Pakistani investors to make sure, and how would they go about it?
Before Zishan, I'm sorry, before Noman जो है वो आपसे discuss continue करें, so I would like to take a leave because I was already committed somewhere. So kindly, I'm really thankful to you, and I'm thankful to you and Mr. Ali from USA for inviting me and Noman here on this platform and respectful platform. So I hope, inshallah, in next session we'll join you again. And my two representative, one is Mr. Muzammil Nabiwala is here, and the another one is Masood is from Islamabad, is also available. So if you need any kind of information regarding real estate, they can also give you maybe details regarding real estate. So thank you so very much, and allow me to
And
to leave.
how can everyone reach out to you, Mr. Fayaz? आप सिर्फ ये बता दें कि अगर कोई आपसे रीच आउट करना चाहता है या आपको कोई ये हमारे अटेंडीज, तो हाउ कैन दे डू दैट?
So they can, if they want to contact in person, like for any real estate individual projects of my company, so they can contact to Mr. Muzammil Nabiwala and
जी.
Mr. Masood in Islamabad over the Falaknaz group of companies website. Or if somebody want to contact me in general, so they can go. Sorry, they can go to Abad website, ABAD, Abad Association of Builders and Developers website, and they can find me very easily. And if they want to make any contact, if want to write anything, want any suggestion, or if they want any details or any information, so they can write me. So I'll get their message. So please allow me to leave, and thank you so much again.
Thank you so much, Ji. Thank you so much for your time and your insight. Hafiz.
Okay, Zishan.
नुमान भाई, आपसे थोड़े से पॉइंटर्स ये वाले लेते हैं. अच्छा, एक पॉइंट प्लीज काइंड ऑफ, वो हमारे कमेंटेटर ने भी बोला, एक ही सेड के व्हाट एफर्ट्स आर बीइंग मेड फॉर डिजिटाइजेशन ऑफ लैंड रिकॉर्ड्स. इस पे भी आई वुड टेक योर इनसाइट एज वेल बिफोर वी सम इट अप.
पंजाब में मेरे ख्याल में अराउंड द लास्ट स्टेट बैंक मीटिंग दैट आई वाज अ पार्ट ऑफ, व्हिच इज बेसिकली ओवरसीइंग द डिजिटाइजेशन ऑफ records, it is 78% डिजिटाइजेशन हो गई है पंजाब में. सिंध में अप्रोक्सीमेटली 60%, KPK में अप्रोक्सीमेटली 60%, एंड 30% इज इन बलोचिस्तान. लेकिन हमारा जो इशू है with the way that digitization is done is that it's not dynamic. यानी कि आप गूगल पे जाके किसी जमीन पे मतलब हाथ रख के मतलब पॉइंट करेंगे तो सिस्टम आपको ये नहीं बता सकता कि ये जमीन किसकी है. अभी जो राइट नाउ जो डिजिटलाइजेशन ऑफ रिकॉर्ड्स हुआ है वो ये है कि बेसिकली जो रिकॉर्ड था उसको स्कैन कर दिया गया है और वो आप रिकॉर्ड नंबर क्लिक करेंगे तो वो पुल अप हो जाता है इन द कंप्यूटर सिस्टम. सो वो इन लोगों ने कर लिया है. लेकिन what we wanted was and what we are trying to get done is that you go into the system and you point to any specific land, तो वो land का owner का नाम बता दे आपको. So that is something that we are trying to get done, but till now, right now, we are basically where the physical records have been transformed into a scanned form. तो वो अभी काम चल रहा है, and inshallah hopefully in the next maybe a year it should be complete. So we should see 100% digitization of records, whereby all the records will be scanned into a system. So no more requirement of a physical file will be finished.
That'll be very nice and very much needed. If you were to list two major due diligence points that overseas Pakistanis as well as local investors should absolutely must take care of before investing in real estate, what would those be?
Actually, it's with the age of digitization, it has become very easily to check the track record of the builder or developer that you're investing with. So if you wanted to find out the background of Beria or Falaknaz or Saima or any other brand that is available in the market or the builder that's available in the market, you'll be able to do that because there are a lot of forums available online where you can go and check out. Any builder or developer that you invest with, if you can ask them what their prior track record has been, and there's nothing to it, you can have someone, one of your family members or someone go and check out their previous projects, how they've fared. You'll be able to basically figure out what kind of a developer they are and what kind of properties they have a track record of creating. Secondly, you will have to check whether they have the requisite NOCs from the development authority, which is CDA, RDA, LDA, or SBCA. All of these regulatory authorities now have a website where all approvals are scanned and kept online. So if someone wants to check whether my project has the requisite sale NOC, they can go online and check out whether that project is sanctioned by the government or not.
What is the
When we,
URL? Where do you have the link or
you can just Google it as sbca.gov.pk,
SPCA.com?
sbca.gus.gov.pk. And all of these websites are easily accessible. They are on Google. You can Google them. And when you go and you like a project, you can basically go to the developer and ask them for a copy of the NOC. Usually, when they are giving advertisements in the paper, they have to have their NOC number on the advertisement. So you'll know what their NOC number is. Without that, the papers do not publish their ads. So yeah, it's better, and
Wonderful.
I believe that due diligence in the sense that looking at a track record is probably the best way to get your due diligence done.
Wonderful. Thank you, Numan bhai. And so just like Fayaz bhai here reached out, shared his communication portals, how can somebody reach out to you if they want to get in touch with you, want to know about you, what you're doing, and any questions about Abad as well, like you mentioned before?
Our company website is www.tabani.pk, and there is a contact button over there. Otherwise, the forum that Ali has created for real estate, I am there. I can answer any questions that you may have on the forum, on the WhatsApp group. So yeah, I'm always available. There's no issue. I will put down my number also in the chat. So if anyone wants to contact me, they can contact me through my cell phone also.
Wonderful. So viewers, this was our session, the third session on real estate actually. The forum that Numan bhai here mentioned is parklaunch.com. We have all sorts of professionals and all sorts of ideas that are being exchanged there. If you have queries, if you have problems, complaints, or you're looking out for good opportunities, you can get a lot of details and you can connect with a lot of different types of professionals from across Pakistan and even in the world. It's a very good platform. You must check it out. We spoke about taxation. We spoke about Abad, the Association of Builders and Developers, and we discussed the different cities and the sort of projects that are happening and why this is the best time for you to consider real estate investment in Pakistan. और तुसी घर पैसे भेजोगे तो साडा भी फायदा होगा, तुहाडा भी भला होगा. इस चीज को बांध लो अपने साथ. इस तरह के forums we will be sharing in the future as well. Discussions भी होंगी, conversations भी होंगी, and we'll keep you all intact. Thank you for your time. फिलहाल के लिए हमें इजाजत दीजिए. My name is Zishan Shah. I'm also on parklaunch.com. Director of Shahnawaz Associate Private Limited from Faisalabad City. And yes, this was our episode for today. Thank you so much. Thank you, Numan bhai, for your insight. Lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
इजाजत दीजिए. खुदा हाफिज.
Yes.